Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Commodity TV out of Munich, and today it's my pleasure and honor we have a new company here, the first time appearing on our channels, Birimian Limited out of Australia, working in Mali. They have one of the top lithium projects in the world, also backed by gold. And we want to talk with Winton Willesee, who is the chairman of the company. Winton, good morning and welcome.
Thanks, Jochen. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time. Birimian, what's the company about? You work in Mali and you have two great projects. Please elaborate a bit.
We do. We're an ASX-listed company with operations in Mali. We have a lithium project that we're very excited about, and we have a gold project that we've developed nicely over the last few years.
Fantastic. Mali, I mean, it's I call it dark Africa, if you like. Yeah. How is the mining place to be there? Or how is the country set up for mining?
Look, Mali's a good jurisdiction to be operating in as a resource company. They have. It's the third biggest gold producer in Africa. It has good systems, a supportive government. It's a good place to operate. We've found it very beneficial.
Perfect. How is the situation? I mean, like with licensing, you have two projects there, of course. You have exploration licenses, right? How long they are granted for?
We do. So 9 years is the tenure of an exploration license in Mali, and we had recently renewed some at our gold project, so we have a long time to run on them, and we have similar lengths on our lithium project.
Fantastic. So let's dive into your lithium project, because I think lithium is really on the run. It's looked this year already a little bit like a little bit hyped, but I mean, if you look at the situation at lithium, the e-mobility is everywhere. It's growing and growing. The demand is there for sure. So please give us some hard facts about your lithium project.
About our project, look, we have one of the best undeveloped lithium projects in the world, in my opinion. We have grades that are 50% higher than some of the existing or near-term producers coming out of Australia.
What grades are they around?
Look, we're up toward 2%. We have plenty of hits above 2%. We've got long intercepts worth at 0.6, 1.8%. We've been really thrilled with the outcome of the exploration.
Fantastic. And I think they have also fantastic widths, right? I think on Monday you reported a hole, it was like 81 or 84 meters with 1.64%, right?
We did. That was one of the last holes we drilled. To the north of the second occurrence that we found, which is to the west of the original ore body. So we're thrilled. We think that shows that it's hanging together. It'll extend. It's open at along strike and at depth.
Great. So that means it's open, as you said, along strike and at depth. That's perfect. There's much more room. You want to bring out a JORC resource even in October. That means within the next 2-3 weeks, I would call it. Can you maybe give our viewers an idea of what it might look like?
Sure. So yes, we want to bring out a JORC resource, and we will. We finished the drilling and we're doing the work toward that. We expect to have that out in the next week or two. For context, we issued an exploration target of 15 to 18 million tonnes at 1.8-ish grade, and we think our JORC will come in around that 15 million tonnes type number at around about that.
So, do you want to bring that project into production, and if yes, how far you are advanced with that?
We do, of course we do. We're down the track a fair way. We've had the project for 6 months, so we've been moving very quickly. We've done a lot of drilling. We're well into the JORC resource. We think we'll have a scoping study out, or we plan to have a scoping study out by the end of the year. We'll spend next year on the mine permitting and the feasibility studies, and hopefully not long after that we'll be able to start building our mine.
Great. Can you give us an idea how much will the project cost to be in production? I know it's way too early to say precise numbers, but do we talk about, let's say, $50 million, 500 million, or $1 billion?
It is early to say, but I'd be very confident we'd have some change from 100 million.
Yeah, so there's enough room. I think 100 million sounds very reasonable to me, honestly. What will you produce then out of that? Is it, because I know lithium, there are like 6 different products and there's no real standardized market. So what is the product you will produce?
We'll produce a spodumene concentrate. The testing that was done on our project previously showed that it'll come out at a premium product. It'll come out at higher than the 6% that is effectively the industry benchmark at the moment. So we're pretty excited we'll have a premium product and hopefully attract a premium price.
Great. And I know still it's early to say, but do you have any projections? Let's say 1 ton of yours specific concentrate, where do you think you can produce it and where do you think you can sell it price-wise? I mean, just to give us an idea for the margin. I know it's way too early, but you give us an idea maybe.
You're pushing me on that, but I would say, well, the market, I understand there's 6% spodumene trading at about $600 US a tonne at the moment. There's various forecasts out there to say that demand is strong. With strong demand, prices are usually strong. So look, that's now, who knows what it'll be. Can't imagine it's going away. So demand for lithium is pretty good. As far as costs, it is too early for me to say, but we're really confident that we'll come in probably very competitive with the existing producers in the world, and we're confident we'll get it there for.
Is that around like 250, 300?
Yeah, right? You said that number, but I wouldn't stop you.
But that's what I know from the producers. Yeah. Okay, so that means the margin would be quite healthy, even if the price would drop to 500 or 450.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. And when we bring our scoping study out at the end of the year, it'll be. We're hopeful it'll be really robust, and we've got no reason to think it won't be.
Yeah, fantastic, great. Of course, before we dive into the gold, one important thing to mention maybe: exploration costs money, scoping studies cost money, pre-feasibility studies cost money, and drilling costs, of course, money. So, what do you have in the bank, and what is your burn rate per month?
So, our corporate burn rate is around about $55,000 a month.
That's
so
nothing.
It's very low. Well, we're a pretty small team, and we sort of pride ourselves on spending our money in the ground rather than on overheads.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of money at the moment. We've got $8 million in the bank, or slightly more than $8 million in the bank. We've got our capital structure is such that all the options are in the money, and there's maybe another $5 million in round terms to come in as they mature. So we're well cashed up. But that's $13 million in total, something like that.
What do you think you have to spend for all the work?
So I was going to that. So as a benchmark, we spent around about $1 million drilling 50 holes for 5,000 and a bit metres on our lithium project over the last few months. So we can get a lot of work done at a good price in Mali. The Malians are very competitive and very good operators on that side of things. So 1 million of our 13 is not overly burdensome.
Yeah.
At the gold project, we've drilled 35,000 metres over the last few years, and that's cost us in the ballpark of $2.5 million. So, look, we're well cashed up.
That's all paid for already.
All done,
of course.
all paid for.
Yeah. So that means would you be comfortable if I say the money lasts at least for the next 2 years until you will be in production?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's important. So you mustn't go to the capital markets.
I don't think we will have to, no. Yeah. In fact, I'm very confident we don't. Yeah. Something would have to happen that was pretty left field for us to need more equity money now.
Great, perfect. So last question, let's talk about your gold project, of course, because I think this is a very rare combination we have. Honestly, I haven't seen it before, that you have the lithium project, which you might bring in production by 2018, hopefully, but you are also backed by a very good gold project, which is aside the Morilla mine from Randgold. So give us an insight there, please.
Look, we've managed to acquire rights to the exploration ground around the Morilla gold mine. Now everybody knows the Morilla gold mine was a beauty. It produced a lot of gold at a really good grade at a cheap cash cost. It was
the company maker from Randgold, wasn't it?
It's a terrific mine, terrific mine. And look, it's still there. It's got a big plant, but not a lot of ore left in the Morilla tenement. So our ore's next door. We're 25 kilometres from Morilla. We've identified some gold mineralisation there. We haven't published the number, but it's a good number. It's enough to be worth putting through the mine at Morilla, and so we're in negotiations with Morilla. They've been supportive of us and us of them. It makes sense for that ore to go through there if we can agree terms, and we'll use that money to explore and hopefully find some more gold.
Fantastic.
Look, just let me say, in that area is a very prospective area. There are some big ore bodies around there, big gold bodies, and we hope to find one.
So and that means also that you're not giving up the exploration. You still have it, but you let, for example, Randgold dig out the ore, process it, and you receive a fee or whatever for that, right?
Look, that's the idea. We haven't agreed terms with Randgold, and I don't want to get in front of myself, but look, we love exploring. We think there's plenty of gold to find. We'd love to go exploring, and if we can strike a deal with Randgold, we'll use the funds to do that.
Great. Time-wise, what could we expect the next, 3-6 months? You think you can strike a deal there?
Look, I don't want to say. I don't know. It's just a commercial negotiation between us and them. And I wouldn't like to.
But you're well advanced. We can.
Look, they've been supportive and open, and we have too, and it makes commercial sense to. There's a number somewhere in there that'll work. Yeah,
fantastic. So we have. Finally, we have 2 cash flow scenarios. One might kick in next year, the other one kicks in 2018. you want to produce, as far as I know from the presentation, 200,000 tons of concentrate. Yeah, so that's one thing. On the other hand, you have the gold project. So can we say, like, yeah, cash flow wise or on a pre-tax basis, would it be, let's say, too offensive to say between 30, 40 million? That's something we can calculate. You might do in the future.
I don't think we want to go there just yet, Jochen. I think we need to wait for our scoping study before we know that.
Good. No, I like this. I like it when you say that. That's okay. That's fine for me. Super. Great. Yeah. Then from that perspective, I would say future looks bright for you, and we look forward. We will look forward to have you here quite soon, approximately next in the Q1 or Q2 next year. Then, and I want to have you back here, and then we see what results you happened.
Thank you very much. Look, it's a pleasure to have been here. And look, let me say, we are very excited about this project. We think we've stumbled onto a beauty.
Yeah.
We think it'll be a company maker for us.
Great. I like to hear that. Perfect. Thank you very much, Winton. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Winton Willesee, the chairman of Birimian. And yeah, well, you heard it. Lithium backed by gold, or vice versa, if you want to name it like that. I think quite rare in the world. It's a sensational. Both projects are sensational. The lithium project, honestly, those are the highest grades and the biggest widths I have seen so far in my life. And yeah, the company is well cashed up with over $8 million in the bank. Another 4 to 5 million will come in from the options, as they are all in the money. And as you heard it, the company has enough money, sufficient funds to really do the scoping study, the pre-feasibility, and also maybe then the feasibility. And they want to be in production with the lithium project in 2018 as well. From the gold project, we can expect hopefully next year on some positive inflows in the order of several millions for per annum. And yeah, so the company is very attractive. Check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from Munich.